Welcome back to our self-sufficient life. Today I have decided to go through all the freezers, all the fridges and the pantries. I have got an outside pantry in a stable, just where we're heading to now, 2-room. It's a little bit dark there, so apologies about that, but I might open up the window actually. And then the building behind me, that's when I've got my commercial freezer and one fridge freezer. I've also got a freezer, 2 freezer and 1 fridge freezer in a cottage. And I've got 2 fridge freezers in a house, and I've got the inside like a pantry, like a cabinet in a house. So I've got lots to go through. If you're interested, you are welcome. Let's go watch the vlog, friends. I'm going to close the door purely because I don't want the cats or the kittens accidentally come in here, and then I don't want to lock them up. Right, friends, so I apologize in advance if this is gonna be too long. Let's start in here. I have got my little cheat sheet, what I've put. I've already told you that I have got this outside pantry 2-room, what we're going to do today. We've got all the fridge freezers, I've explained. I've got 2 freezer, 4 fridge freezer, and I put cellar and I put question mark. I might take you down to the cellar because that's a project for this year. It's nothing there, but we have got a cellar in a house, and I would like to make use of that cellar this year. And inside pantry cabinet, I've told you what's in a house, where I keep lots of things. If I don't want to run to the outside buildings, I just grab it from there. So, ready? Let's do this. The Jessica's 3 Rivers Challenge in January. I would have said it January and February because I think she does it for 2 months, but because we're going on holiday next month for nearly 2 weeks, that would have not been fair. But what I have decided to do, in fact, that I'm going to do a pantry challenge for the whole year. The reason I've decided to do the pantry challenge and challenge myself with this absolutely massive challenge and bringing you along, so it's no pressure, right? Because you will see after this vlog how much food I have got in this property, and it's only 2 of us, friends. So yeah, and if I'm not gonna challenge myself with the whole year pantry challenge, what is actually our lifestyle? I'm just waiting for my friends actually, my alpaca friends. The way I'm challenging myself, so I need to use all this up, because otherwise, if I'm not strict with myself, I would just probably go out and pile more on top of what I have. And I don't like wasting, so that's why I'm finding things hard to throw, because I don't like throwing things out or away. So that's it, friends. If you're interested, this year I am not going to go to the grocery store. I'm not going to food shop in any store, saying that, you know, I don't want to be so strict. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have, like, I've already started with January in my calendar. I would like to list it. So end of the year, when we do like a whole year overall, did we manage to do the pantry challenge without going to the shop, then we'll see. You know, so if let's say, comes summertime and we're gonna start canning, and let's say I haven't got something what I really want to can, then I might buy something from Amazon or from shop, food relating. But I would like to make a list so I can show you and I can tell you exactly if it's possible to do, or if not, what I need to be prepared for the following year. Because I'm kind of living this life now for 5 years, this pantry challenge life, and I absolutely love it, as you can tell. Talking about that, something I just remembered, I would like to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I I woken up this morning for a massive milestone on my YouTube channel. I had 1 million views, and thank you so much. I absolutely love sharing with you this lifestyle, our life, even our holidays, but 80% are self-sufficient life. And I am working so hard now for 6 years, but I love it, honestly. So thank you so much. Okay, let's do this. So when we use this flour up and this flour up, then we're gonna have to use up all the wheat I have got, the wheat berries used in our meal to make our own flour. I would like to use everything up, and that's gonna be a challenge, actually. You know, because this is not a lot of flour and I haven't got anything in the freezer. Let's see how we're gonna get on with those. The wheat, organic wheat grain, 5 kilos. So we need to start using this, making flour. This is the only squash I have from this year's garden left. So that's what we're gonna use up this year. That's just an empty bucket. These are all my shallots and the onion. So only this much onion I have got. But we've got loads of onion powder and freeze-dried onion. When we get to it, I'll show you. I just try to open this bag with one hand so I can show you all the shallots in there. So that's what we've got left. My leek didn't do really well this year because I crowded the bed too much and it's still tiny, but that's it over there, friends. If we move to this corner, let's try with these dry ingredients on the top. Well, I should have really, probably should have took my step with me, but we just do what we can. So I've got freeze-dried basil in here, so I've got plenty basil to use up, and tomato powder, seasoned tomato powder. You know when I do a project, canning project with my homegrown tomatoes, like any kind of canning, tomato paste, sauce, and when I put it through the mill to separate the skin and the seed, usually I just chuck that to the chickens or to the compost, but the first couple of years I was drying them in a dehydrator and I was powdering it in a blender, so it's like a tomato flavor. We need using this up. I stopped doing that the past few years because I've not used these up, so these really needs to use up. That's what I mean, friends. I'm like a little squirrel in a wheel. I am working so hard and I must have like 1,000 jars, and I'm just keep piling them up year by year. What I should have done, use it up and do it again. But because I love doing it so much and I overdo it, we have got more what we need. So I'm having more on top of the leftovers every year. So that's why I'm doing the pantry challenge for the whole year. Okay, what else you've got up there? I think more dried herbs and stuff, yeah. Down here we've got nettle. We're going to harvest more nettle, see what I mean? Can you see my thinking? I'm already harvesting the nettle, but we haven't even got outside, but we haven't even used up what we've got. We've got lots of teas, even from the shop, to use up, so we're going to use this up. And these are the freeze-dried tomatoes from, it must be not last year, year before, yes, 2024, because last year I started putting actually 24, the date on a jar, but not on all jar, by the looks of it. But yeah, down here we've got mullein leaves in here. That's gonna be nasturtium. That's dandelion and honey. And it's a bit dusty in here, needs cleaning. Pizza sauce, I've got stewed tomatoes and vegetables. More nasturtium leaves, nasturtium flowers. So much stuff, honestly. We can't even go through everything because otherwise we're gonna be here 3 hours. Down there we've got oven roasted marinara, the cacciatore simmer sauce. I've got some, looks like freeze-dried goji berry in here. Wow. Right, let's move along. Up there I have freeze-dried tomatoes, freeze-dried plum. Well, I remember, I know all this, what we're going through now here, this is all from last year's garden. Because I remember all this. I put everything in here. So, what we got up there? Curried tomato. I can't even remember doing those, friends. Do you know, that's why we need to do these pantry tours like every 3 months or so. Because my brain, turkey broth, right, we still got plenty of the turkey broth. And this curried tomato paste, or curried tomato, it sounds actually delicious. And I totally forgot about that. Rhubarb and strawberry pie filling. Right. After we finish this tour, I'm gonna go to the house and I'm gonna start making a plan, like a weekly plan and food, kind of food. I always make my food up, so I can't really follow recipes, but we can make things up together. Victoria plum, green gage, these are two from our old property. Cherry, that's from this garden, from where the chicken run is. Beans, we had a very good bean year. We had absolutely an amazing bean year. Beet relish, barbecue sauce. Oh wow. I'm very looking forward to trying this barbecue sauce. Honey, all the honey from this year. Roasted salsa verde, strawberry, elderflower and strawberry cordial. Oh wow, I forgot about this as well. Chocolate cherry, peas, very good pear we had last year. Rhubarb orange, jam, wow. We've got some quince and grape, that's from an old house. Ketchup, my homemade ketchup. Oh, I've got plenty of those. And tomato sauce. Friends, what do you think so far? We only just started and I really would like to count these jars. I'm saying this now for years, but when I've got a spare half an hour, I'm going to count how many jars we have. Yeah. And I'm going to... I'll keep looking out. Keep my eye on friends. I have another spare room with shelves where I'm gonna put all the empty jars, because that's gonna be nice to see, having all the empty jars. So what we've used up, where will be empty jars? It will be nice to see empty jars, friends, so what we can fill this year. Right, welcome to the next room. So over here I have got all these jars. These are loganberry compote, gooseberry compote, blackberry compote, quince, grape, another gooseberry. These are all 2024, most of it. So we really need to start, I think, in this room to use up things from here. But all these are gooseberry. That's from the previous property, because I haven't got gooseberry here in here. I've planted last year, but it's still very small. This garden needs quite a few years establishing. But all these are honey. This is garlic powder, onion powder, okra, onion powder, garlic, onion, freeze-dried onion. We've got plum compote in here and apple. And we've got more honey down there, and this is what I use for either canning or drinking. So we've got lemon juice in here, lime and ginger. What we've got in the wardrobe, we've got some pasta needs using up and some walnuts. Anything in the drawers? Nope. And beans, we've got lots of beans. These are a couple of years old beans, because all my last year's beans are here. So we need to start using these up, the butter beans and runner beans, some more walnut in there. I became a mushroom forager the past few years, friends, and I absolutely love it. I love foraging. I love foraging now for a long time, very long time, over 10 years. And but mushroom foraging, I've started a couple of years ago, and yes, that's something I would like to carry on. Mushroom foraging. We've got loads of freeze-dried mushroom here. That's freeze-dried sorrel. And these are all the beans we grew this year. They're all different varieties. They're looking so cool. I love it. So we've got apple pie filling, plum pie filling in here. Oh, these are some seeds to sow, I think. Herbs, there's sage and something else. Tomato juice, grandma's chili sauce, pizza sauce, roasted salsa verde, pizza sauce. That's the życiowa. Paprika leftover. That's sage, nasturtium, it's some kind of cordial. I think this has gone bad, so that needs chucking. Somebody gave me that years ago. This is a freeze-dried apple puree I've tried. That's hawthorn flower and leaves. Cloves I've got in here, chamomile. I totally forgot about this chamomile. Chamomile, onion, snowball onion, bay leaf. This looks like red cabbage. So all these are the freeze-dried goods in the middle, friends. And these are all probably a couple of years old as well now. So we've got runner beans, some sort of onion in here, onion or shallot, cilantro, carrot. That looks like courgette, rhubarb. I don't know what this is. That looks like onion, beetroot, chili. I think it's chili. Is it? Alberto. I think it's pepper. So we've got more courgette in here, more pepper. This looks like either kohlrabi or something like that. This is powdered puffball mushroom. That's apple, peel, freeze-dried, more beans, plum, apple. This is, what is it called? Broad beans. And this looks like freeze-dried cheese. And down there I have got my, looks like apple cider vinegar. Quite a bit, I've got quite a bit left. What have we got in here? Oh, that's good to know. More flour, bicarbonate of soda. Okay, I've got some freeze-dried goods in here as well. So we've got cauliflower, carrot, red cabbage, and down there we've got all the potatoes what we grew last year. If you're still here with me, friend, thank you so much. We're not even halfway through, but I'll try my best. Let's go. Over here, we've got lots of gherkins up there and gherkins here. We have got pickled onion, some cabbage, pickled cabbage, barbecue sauce, beetroot, more apple pie and plum pie filling, carrot, Boston baked beans, beans. We've got zesty salsa, tomato paste, seafood cocktail sauce, tomato juice. Next door, we've got lots of apple sauce in here and quince puree, apple sauce, Greengate jam, red and plum and cinnamon jam, mixed berry jam, strawberry jam, Victoria plum, damson, more Victoria, more damson, raspberry sauce, rosehip and hawthorn syrup, Victoria plum, and we've got some chili, what we need to use up, ready meal. We've got chili and spaghetti sauce with meat, roasted veggie puttanesca, got a few bits and bobs up there, stewed vegetables, oven roasted marinara, plum sauce, chicken wing sauce, Chinese style plum sauce, rosehip jam, lots of rosehip sweet chili sauce, tomatillo salsa, carrot, pepper sauce, roasted tomatillo salsa. And I've got down there, in this corner we've got the chicken stock, and over there my couple of the elderflower vinegar, and this one looks like it's gone bad, so I'm gonna discard this, but that's apple cider vinegar. Right, what do you think, friends? I think we finished here. I'm gonna close this and let's move to one of our freezer room. Let's see what we've got in here. Okay, it's not too bad, this one. We've only got, oh brilliant. Definitely needs defrosting. So that needs to go on my list. But that's a brilliant news. that I've only have 1 2-liter bottle of milk there, frozen milk, to use up. And then I have got this freezer. Okay, I've got more milk to go through in here. So that's when we go on holiday and my house sitter usually freezes the milk. So we've got milk there. Oh, this looks like curry paste, my homemade curry paste. And lots of basil pesto. That's why I need to do this challenge, because this is ridiculous. I still got elderberry syrup. Sometimes I freeze it. That's cottage cheese. This is egg. You can freeze egg. Did you know that? This one I can't even open, but nothing in there. Okay. And over here I've got loads of alcohol. I bought all this for my family for the Christmas time, and turns out none of my family drinks alcohol, so we ended up with all this alcohol. We don't drink too much alcohol neither, so right, so this where I then leave all the booze. This egg now, it's very old, so I'm gonna do the test and boil it probably and give it back to the chicos. And we've got this from the holidays as well to use up, but that's it. It is the next day, so my friends came over yesterday and they helped us to cut our alpaca's toenails. Pedicure is done. They all look lush again, and we had a lovely time. So I thought I'm gonna finish the tour off today. We are in a freezer room. So behind me there is that massive freezer. I call it commercial freezer. That's where I store the majority of our year's worth of meat and other stuff as well. And then I've got a fridge freezer, just a normal standard fridge freezer next to it as well. So let's go through it and see what we've got and what needs using up. Let's start with a monster. So what we've got in here, we have so much things. I've purchased last year, was it quarter of a cow or half a cow we've purchased? Well, either quarter or half of a cow. I think quarter of a cow we've purchased from a local farmer. So this is actually what we've got. We've still got some fillet steak left and top side. I love it because it's went to the butcher's, how it says what it is, because most of the meat cutter doesn't, so I don't know what is it. While we're here, actually, I'm gonna take the apple juice with us. Should have brought a basket, to be honest. I've got a box, so maybe we can just fill the box, whatever we need. Right, what else we've got in here? Braised steak. We've got 2 of those. We've got sirloin. I'm gonna put the fillet steak and a top side here as well now, because I think there is room. So we can remove this. Well, actually, let's see what's in that box behind it. We have got a few more bottles of our apple juice, what we pressed last year. Right, we've got brisket, chuck roast, silver side. Okay, we've got lots of meat in here. I might put the top side there as well because it's all big, lots of meat there. Right, we still got quite a bit of a beef. We did have a steak this week, so that's it. Right, what we got in here? Kale. Okay, not blanched. We've got loads of kale, but maybe I can put this back and organize this kale. We've got chard as well. Lots of chard. Chard and kale, friends, needs to be used up. But we still got outside a fresh one. Still got fresh kale and chard from the same plant, what I've blanched in here, or not blanched, but you know. We've got rice and mushroom beef, so we've got some freezer meal. I'm gonna leave that in the middle here. We have got burger pasta, more burger pasta. Okay, So I'm gonna put that there. Oh, this is the bread what we've just sliced and put in here, so that's okay. Right, we've got some sausages, friends. I might take one sausage out. Wild boar sausage. We're gonna take wild boar sausage out. Oh, that's massive venison. I had that from our neighbor for Christmas. Wow. We've got roast hip there in the back. What we might need to make a jam or something with it. I put the venison in the back, and all these are venison cuts. So we still got diced venison in here, minced venison, and we got a tenderloin as well. So that is now kind of visible. I know what's in there now. So one more down here, we've got turkey. We've got a whole turkey in here, I think. Yes. Oh, we've got some bacon. We've got some bacon, friends. That's good to know. Bacon and lamb. All the lamb cuts are in the back. Maybe we can take one. That needs to be used up. And this looks like a turkey liver and turkey breast with the whole turkey in a bin bag, friends. Okay, other side we've got dill and we've got loads of chicken broth. Right, okay. And these mushrooms, the puffball mushrooms, I think I might just gonna discard these. They didn't freeze well, puffball mushrooms. They were 1 year, a couple of years ago. I found so many puffball mushrooms, but they don't freeze really well. We've got lots of cayenne pepper. Oh, we've got some fried puffball in here as well. Cayenne pepper. And we've got lots of farmhouse tomato sauce in here. Okay. Next one down, goat and cheese. So we've got some cheese. I'm gonna put that right up there. We've got goat bone for broth. Oh, okay, so that's for broth only. And that's as well for broth. Okay, what's in this big bag? Turkey stock. Okay, so all these are for making stock or broth. Right, that's good to know. In this bag I have got that cow's liver from the farmer next door. It's a dog food. And I have got lots of stewing mincemeat here. Lots of mincemeat. And some frozen milk in a bag. What we can take, maybe we can take some butter. Take 2 salted butter. These are ready meals, goat and carrot soup. So we can actually put that here with all the ready meals up there. And we got some more. That's the cabbage soup. I might have to leave that here. We still got some diced goat. This is all the goat cuts in here, and roast and chops. Salami, might take one of those. And I take probably one of this bacon. We can use this up. And I think pretty much that's it here, friends. I mean, might take actually, oh, we've got loads of lard, what is a very good news. I might put this bag up here and put all the milk together like this. That's the lard. We can take one lard as well. Oh no, we still got one in the fridge. Okay, we still got quite a bit of butter. We take 2 unsalted. Okie doke. And let's close this back up now. But yeah, so this is my commercial freezer. Okay, let's see what's in this freezer. Right. Garlic cubes, right. Garlic cubes. And lots of pesto in here as well. Broad beans, all these needs to be used up. Sheep's cheese or goat's cheese I've made. These beans I'm gonna take with me, that needs to be used up. That leaves the pesto in here. And the garlic cubes and the cheese. We've got lots of bacon. And I've bought this, probably I need to discard this now. Yeah, when I was gonna make sausages. But we definitely do that next year because I've got something to tell you, friends. So all these are bacon and sausage here. These are more frozen milk. And some cordial, what we've made. More cheese down here. So I put the cheese down here with the cheese. And some, I was gonna make something with this as well, but that's probably now needs to be cooked. That pork, it's very old. Okay, and I've got loads of cordials left in here. And what's that? That looks like ice cream, cubed ice cream there, right. That's it, what we've got in the freezer room. Next, I think we're gonna go to the house and go through the 2 fridge freezers and an inside pantry cabinet. Let's go. Oh, look what I've bought. It's a stamp, says address, farmhouse kitchen, farm fresh eggs. I need to get some ink so we can try. But what I've noticed is I've chosen it, I think it's too big because I am not planning on selling the eggs, but I like give it away to friends and family. And usually this is what I buy from, I think it's Campbell's or TFM, sells it in bulk. And it's just because of that little dent in there. I don't think so would look nice, but yeah, I might need to come up with something. I've also got loads from friends because they know I'm happy to receive a carton so I can fill it when the girls start laying a lot. But yeah, the reason we are here to discover what's in this fridge freezer. So this is in my kitchen. Okay, so where shall we start? Up there we've got some leftovers of the poppy seed and walnut cake from Christmas, what freezes really well. We've got some freezer meals up there. I can see we've got bacon there as well actually, and some burger needs to be used up. We have got loads of my herbal remedy in here. Elderflower, elderberries, and these are freeze dried. But the reason I put them in a fridge, I remember it because I think they wasn't 100% dry, and then they keep really well like that in a freezer. We've got some tomato soup, creamy tomato soup there still, a bit more of that poppy seed cake. We've got garden peas in here, needs to be used up, roasted tomato sauce. We've got some ready meal there. Oh, that's ice cream. I really enjoy making ice cream. Okay, I'm gonna close this and we'll come back to it because now it's gonna beep on us. Right, let's try again. So down here we've got elephant garlic from 2024 that needs to be used up. You know, that garlic cubes what was outside in the freezer room as well. Some more peas, some more curry paste in here. What's this? What we've got in here? We've got loads of ice cream there, all homemade. Oh, I broke it, did I? sausage and bacon. Okay, that probably needs to be used up. Looks like broth. Looks like broth. Yeah, broth. Sausage and bacon. More garlic cubes. More garlic cubes. So important to label things when you are self-sufficient. Fresh garlic cubes as well. We've got loads of pesto, more curry paste. Peas for the doggies. Garlic cubes. Curry paste. And what's this? Looks like more bacon. Ice cream, I just said. In here we've got lard. And I'm sure we've got lard here as well. Have we? Maybe not. So we can take this lard out to the fridge. We've got some lard in there. We've got dog food in here. Cheese. We've got some mixed pepper, lemon. Fermented hot sauce. Okay, I froze some as well. That's good to know. I forgot about that. Some coriander pesto. Cordials. And got some more cayenne pepper in here. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take all the alcoholic beverages out because me and my family didn't drink over the Christmas period and there's so much left over. I mean, I think I'm just gonna discard this wine because I'm not gonna use that up now. Quince liqueur. I've made this actually as homemade. Quince liqueur of mine. Firewater, I keep that in here, but all the alcohol I'm gonna put to the cottage freezer because we don't need those. We're not gonna drink that now, and it's just I need a space. I cannot believe how much drink we've got in here. I'm probably gonna discard quite a bit, to be honest. There's lots of from friends as well, like present. But yeah, see how much better is that? I can put straight away. Sorry about this noise. I just want to get organized. I'm gonna put this to the other fridge there where we're going from here. Okay, we can leave that there. Mayonnaise, my homemade mayonnaise, yogurt. That's the yogurt starter when we make our homemade yogurt. These are lots of condiments and stuff in here. We need to make cheese soon as well. But keep that there. The fresh lettuce, I'm not sure if you can see it, friends. I'm showing in here. We still got some of these. I bought this squirty cream for the holidays. Still got some left over. So strawberry, our homemade goat's cheese. Sour cream, mayonnaise, horseradish, cowboy candy, sour cream. This is from the holidays, some cranberry sauce still left. That's our cucumber melon, needs to be used up. Barbecue sauce. These two, I'm not sure if that's still good. These yogurt, probably that's not good anymore. I bought that for the kids. Applesauce. Right, this needs to be used up if it's still good. The stewed tomatoes and vegetables, that definitely needs using up. Our fresh salad from the garden and our sourdough bread. I've got some sourdough starter in the back there, dog food and stuff. Okay, this is our chicken noodle soup, what we've made together. That's Alan's milk. I've got the vanilla bean. I've ordered it bulk like this from Amazon to make our own vanilla essence. We've got some flavored butter there and some eggs in a fridge. Got some salami that needs using up. and some oca down in the fridge. Oca lasts really well in the fridge. And that's it. Okay, so this is my inside cabinet where if I need something to the kitchen, I need to reach something close by. I want this to be close by, so whatever I need, I don't have to run out to the outside pantry, to the barn and so on. So what I have got in here, we have got on the top shelf, I've got it organized like I've got all the like kind of a sweet kind of stuff like chocolate chip, honey, powdered sugar, granulated sugar. We have got these golden syrup, we've got some cinnamon and cocoa butter and some more cinnamon. Over here the second shelf is all about, I've got one nutritional yeast, but the most of it's flour. And down here I've got pasta, rice, and I've got some granola and oats, what I used to make our yogurt. And in the back I've got some coconut milk, mustard and some condensed milk. Over here we've got some vanilla powder, herbs, one fish left, tuna, I thought I had more. So we've got ground almond and the nuts down here. So we've got some more pasta over here, and this is the wheat. We're gonna ground to make flour and make our own bread. And basically in here I just collect, you know, when I open the jars from the pantry, I reuse these little cloth and the signs, you know, the labels and stuff. So I just keep all these things in there. Same here. So basically that's it. One more thing and we finished, friends, the fridge. So this is my other fridge freezer. What it's nice to see that it's not chocolate blocker because we've been using it up nicely. What I have got in here, it's our home branded tallow when we butchered our goats. I've got quite a few there. Applesauce, we've got sauerkraut, same than this one from red cabbage, and we've got from white cabbage as well, some sauerkraut left, more stuff in there like sauce and double cream, and that's where I keep our homemade, what we've made not long ago, breadcrumbs, friends. I've got some oca stored in here again, some leftover herbs in this area. These are, what we got in here? Oh, that's the squash puree, what we had with the steak another day. We still got some pasta dish left, some goat's cheese homemade, cottage cheese homemade, few bits and bobs from the shop. In here what needs to be used up. Same here, just some leftovers. That's cheese. And over here we've got the nuts and stuff what I make to make a yogurt. We've got the yogurt leftovers in here. And that's it, friends. What's in here? Oh, we've got lots of sausages. That needs to be used up, and more butter. Oh, actually we had plenty butter. And I took some out. And in the freezer we have got some leftovers still when my little godson was in here. And I remember, you know, when I've been making all sorts for him, the baby food. We still got the baby food there. I think this is milk. Oh, we've still got some gammon here. Quite a few. You know, these little squash puree and stuff what I made for my little darling. And got some fried courgette, some sausages left over from Christmas, few fish what we didn't use up in the end. Oh, the rice and apple, beef and turkey, lots of this baby food. And one chicken. So that's it. I am gonna finish this now. This is far too long. If you made it this far, congratulations. Please let me know what you think, honestly. So it's not all yet. I've still got tons of spices and herbs and few more bits and bobs. What I have done, I've made an order in Amazon this morning. These largish, medium size glass jars, and I would like to store certain things in those jars, like the oats, let's say maybe the rice, wheat, coffee and stuff, so it's more organized, so I can see it more. I think that way will help me more to use things up. But I am glad we've done this pantry tour. I'm going to do this, let's say, around every 3 months, and then we make also a list what needs to be used up, like priority. I found some stuff from 2020 and that's just not acceptable. I don't like wasting, and I had to waste something now because that's like 5-year-old plus. So that's why I'm doing this challenge, pantry challenge, all year round, so we can use all these up. We're gonna have so much fun. So if you've not subscribed and you're interested about this lifestyle, please do. And I'm going to prove it to you that you can thrive at home without going to the grocery store. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day and see you very soon. Bye, friends.